Hello and welcome to episode 10 of The Perfect Tower 2. Today we'll look at all the experiments that were still locked during the laboratory episodes. The first one we're going to look at is the exotic experiment. I need to reach 1.8 E308 universes. This is going to take forever. The reason why I have 45 exotic gems is because I killed Cylindro level 2. So I'm carefully upgrading each element, but this is going to take an eternity to reach the objective. There's only one item that you can unlock right now, and it does say that this is some sort of placeholder mechanics. Later on it will probably change, and I have absolutely no idea how it's going to work, but for now we're going to invest slowly when we can afford it, when it's cheap. This is the gem experiment. It took me a little bit of figuring out, but once I did, it made sense. Your goal is to fill the entire box with blue gems. So there's luck chance and gem chance. Gem chance is when you reroll, it's the odds that you get a gem. And if you already have a gem, if you reroll, what are the odds that you keep that gem? And you need to make stacks. To make a stack, you need to have several successfully complete grids. This is furthest I could get. I'm going to need to upgrade it more, and you're going to see it in the future episode. I'm going to show you how many times I succeeded. On the left, you get one little logo of the blue gem, and you need a bunch to be considered a stack. It's going to take forever also. And it's also a placeholder thing. That's what it says in the tutorial. Air. So you got compressors that you can upgrade, and then you turn them on, and you have a hull, and the hull can pump the air, and you try to generate oxygen per second. It's relatively simple. All you do is upgrade everything, hit on everything, hit pump, and it goes. You're gonna see in a moment a speed up where I upgrade everything, and then after that, I'm already pumping here, so it's in pascals, and there's a bunch of goals. It's not very difficult. You can also upgrade the hull, so how much the hull can sustain. And when you prestige, you can either make the hull stronger or the compressors better. So these are the goals. I got air taste, that's a module, and over time, when you continue to prestige again and again, you make progress. And again, in the future episode, I'm going to give you a big update on every single experiment, and I'm decently advanced in some of them right now as we're speaking. I'm trying to get rid of all my backup footage, and I will no longer have backup footage like I said in a previous episode. It's going to be gameplay video, because it gets very, very confusing. This is kind of old, so I'm catching up. That's what I'm doing. So this is water. Every time you purchase one upgrade, it's 100 times more expensive. I didn't know that. There is a reset button on the right. I won't use it in this clip, but later on, off screen, I'm gonna have to reset because everything becomes so expensive and I bought the wrong upgrades. We'll get in the experiment in a moment. These are the goals. This is one of the experiments that will take a while to get the goals. So you have a battery that you charge. You can use the battery power to either fill your tank, empty it, or cool the water. The goal is to cool the water as much as possible. But the objectives are quite high, and it's going to take a bunch of prestige to be able to do it. And how do you prestige it? They give you the objective here. Prestige unlocks at 19 degrees, minimum fill of 10 liters. So I'm going to set myself up for that, but like I said, I decided to hit reset and buy better upgrades so it happens faster. I'm going to prestige again and again and again and start getting some of those goals. But it takes a while. So here I'm going to hit no. But in the future, like I said, I'm going to change my mind, hit yes, and buy the right things. For instance, this time boost. Time boost over time, it freezes faster and faster and makes it much easier. And also you have to make the tank bigger too. The objectives, it's only 100 liters when you start, so you need to prestige a lot for this one. While we wait, I'm back in the game Legends of Eidolon, so check out the recommended video at the end. Episode 6 is out for those who like that game. Darkness. This is one of the easier one. You see the gray number, 0 out of 3 particles. Once you reach that number, you can prestige. All it is you have some sort of a disc, and you're looking for particles. Once you have the right bearing, the signal will start to form a sine wave. When it does, you catch the particle. And right now there's a lot of noise, but it's not that hard to make it that there's no noise at all, and it's very clean. And as soon as you turn the disc, you're gonna start seeing a signal, and you adjust the bearing, and the sine wave will form, a particle will appear, you catch it. After a bunch of them, you get some goals, and I think darkness is my highest right now as I'm speaking to you, and when we revisit, I'm probably gonna still be at the highest point for darkness because it's very easy. I just gotta sit there and play active and do it. That's what I'm doing right now. So with noise it's a little tougher. Eventually the amplitude and the speed will be all maxed out, but right now I'm kind of playing with it. When you prestige, also you have a multi-particle chance. It's always that I choose. But eventually when I get rid of the noise, when I make enough white cubes, next episode I'm going to make insane amounts. I already told you that in previous episode, that it was coming with my producers, right? I'll be able to buy so many green cubes that I'll be prestiging quite a lot, and no noise. Very easy. You'll see what I mean in a few episodes. I don't know when, but we'll revisit the laboratory. Okay, this one took some figuring out, and also it will take a while to get to some of the objectives, but Universal has a very important ultimate module in it. A viewer gave me advice about it, told me to get that module. I do have it now. You're gonna see it probably next episode. But what it is you launch a particle. Is it a particle? I don't know how they call it, but you launch a particle, and using red or blue circles like this, you increase gravity up or down. And you have goals in the negatives and the positives. And you need to prestige a few times to be able to make those circles more efficient to reach the higher objectives. Here I'm trying to look at in the tutorial what it is, but I click on the wrong one and I'll realize it in a moment. Here we go. So it's a particle. So you launch the particle, you make a path with the arrows, but every time you move an arrow or add something, it costs you more and more. So this is what I came up with after a bit of time, and if I prestige, like I said, you can see 25% more efficiency for red and blue orbs. The orange arrows, 3 times the particle will use the arrow. After that, the arrow goes away. So that's the best setup I could find. There's probably better ones, but I don't really care that much. But all I have to do is prestige again and again and again, and I'll be able to get anything I want. It's just gonna take some time. We're almost done. I'll be able to reach a goal, I believe, in this clip. Let's look at the goals. Yeah. So 10% universal resistance, but later on we're gonna get some models. My beacons are level 6. I wanted to show you that. And for tier 6, I'm not ready yet, but next episode I will be ready to do it, and I will tier up. I still don't know which building I'll cover, because it's a lot about the producers and progress in the game. Due to the high amount of white cubes I'm going to start making for next episode, so I don't know which building we'll visit. Anyways, I hope you liked this episode. If you did, please hit thumbs up and leave a comment below. If you want to support this channel, you can subscribe and hit the notification bell to make sure you don't miss future videos. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.